Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer that was sent to me by the one, the only, Brian. Thank you very much, Brian. This beer is from Molson, of all places, Molson. This is Molson's Common Bond Lager, which is, what do we have here? Brewed with whiskey-aged hops. Okay, so whiskey-aged hops. I would have thought that you brewed it and put it in a barrel like Innocent Gun originally did. Because, that's what I kind of thought when I saw Common Bond. I was thinking, they took their old barrels, they gave you their old barrels, and you did that. But you took the hops and you put them in the barrels? What type of liquid was the whiskey in the barrels well, it doesn't even say, it says whiskey aged hops. It doesn't even necessarily mean that it was in a barrel. It could have just been I'm getting ahead of my, it's JP Weiser's though. 6.1% alcohol by volume. Light toasted oak and vanilla are notes that it's saying I should be picking up. An uncommon lager crafted by two of Canada's oldest barrel brothers using select hops aged in J.P. Weiser's deluxe whiskey. Okay, so it has nothing to do with a barrel. That sort of saddens me, to be honest. There's so much you could have done, but just to throw something into whiskey, I don't want the flavors of whiskey, I want flavors of the barrel. And the only reason whiskey tastes the way it tastes is because of the barrel. It's the barrel that does it all. So, actually, they did do a hopped whiskey. Weiser's does a hopped whiskey, so it could have been put in the barrel. Ooh, I'm getting all weirded out here. Because it doesn't say, you know what, let's just try the thing, right? Let's just forget it and try it. But I mean, Molson usually uses like a hop extract or pellets. They don't normally use whole flour. So what? Okay, let's just drink it. I'm putting way too much thought into this. Okay, first and foremost, beautiful looking beer. I mean, slight off-white head. Huge snap, crackle, pop. Beautiful bubbles in there. Look at that beer. But look at that color. That's a beautiful amber hued beer. I really like the color of this beer. I really like the look of this beer. I will give it, for a Molson product, that looks divine. Scent. Let's do the glass first. Now, I kept breathing in because it's weird. It kind of smells like Crayon. It has that, like, yeah, you get a box of crayons and you open it up and it has that weird, like, waxy scent. It kind of has that. Crayon and a bit of nuttiness out of the glass. Can? Okay. The can has a touch of vanilla and a touch of vanilla, a touch of leather, but there's that waxiness still. And I don't necessarily think that it's a wax smell. It's a waxy smell from whatever's going on. It's just what my mind is shooting off as a paradigm is waxiness. But now I can kind of smell vanilla out of the glass too after I got it out of the can. The psychosomatic things is weird. Psychosomatic, addict insane. Breathe the pressure. Come play my game and I'll test ya. Okay. This tastes a lot like another beer that Molson made years and years back. Rickard's Cardigan. No, Rickard's Cardigan was the spiced one, wasn't it? Oh, what am I thinking? Oak House? Is Oak House the one? Rickard's Oak House. What was the Rickard's made? Molson made a Rickard's brand that was basically Innocent Gun light, and that's kind of what this is. Light bodied, easy drinking, vanilla, nuttiness, little toastiness. So a toastiness, a vanilla note, a nuttiness, oak tannin taste, just that oaky dryness you get on the back of your palate from anything that's been anywhere near a barrel. Yeah. That's fucking Innocent Gun light. I haven't had Innocent Gun in years, as most of you know. It used to be my favorite beer. And when people ask me what my favorite beer was, for years it was Innocent Gun. Innocent Gun is my favorite beer. And I loved it. I would go and I'd buy it in the bottles. I would buy it in the cans. I would buy it any way I could get it. Last time I had it, flavor was nowhere near what I remembered. Now I don't know if that was my palate evolving, because it's been enough years now that they say your palate evolves every 7 years. Well, 6 to 7 years, so it's been enough time that my palate has evolved according to science. Now, whether or not my dwindling appreciation for Innocent Gun is because of my palate evolving, or it's because of me just not liking the flavor, I don't know. Or them lessening the flavor by cheapening out on things, because now they use the oak grater for things, and they do this and they do that, and they've gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and the bigger you get, the harder it is to keep that flavor. So I get it. This reminds me, when I say Innocent Gun light, I mean Innocent Gun light when you're looking at the original Innocent Gun original. The original. This is probably on par with the last Innocent Gun product I had. It has those flavors. It even is leaving like a slight smoky burniness in my throat right now. So this has the flavors it should have as a whiskey aged beer. And the fact that you just aged the hops to do this, and there's almost no hop flavor. I don't know what hops they used. I don't know. But how many you had to use, unless this is completely psychosomatic, you had to use a lot of hops to be aged in there to then put into here. And those hops must have sucked up a lot of flavor, is what I'm saying. I don't know. Would a whole flower hop just soak it up? I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think it would soak up that much. I like the beer. I like it. I do. I like it. I don't want to admit that I like it. I don't want to really like it the way I like it. But I like it. I would have to give this a good mark. I will buy this again if I can. I would actively buy this again. So, because it's reminding me of a beer that I really liked. And what it comes down to is that's going to be cheaper than the beer that this reminds me of. And the last time I had that beer that this reminds me of, these tasted almost identical. Not quite. I would probably still give Innocent Gun a nudge, but I don't know if that's a bias because I love Innocent Gun and I like Nick and I like Dougal, and Dougal hung out in my basement once with me. Dougal Sharp, the man that owns Innocent Gun, hung out in my basement. There's video of him in my basement, drinking with me and my buddies. So I don't know if it's a bias because I really like the company and I really like the people in the company, or if it isn't there, right? I like this beer. Molson Common Bond. I'm going to give this an 8.25 out of 10. Cheers. Bye-bye.